Generic greetings and welcome back once again to another chill cleaning session on PowerWash Simulator. Today's beverage is still the same cup of coffee I had in a previous episode because I'm recording these in situ. So in the previous episode we were once again cleaning, no surprise there, but specifically cleaning, well, all of this sort of subway tunnel there, all the ceiling and a little bit of that box, just a tiny bit of the box. Oh, and these two metal stripes as well. So either way, pretty happy with the progress. We got up to 60%, sorry, 60%, and then because of the tiny bit of cleaning I've done as I started this episode, we're on to 61%. So overall, pretty happy with said progress. I'm going to clean, at minimum this episode, all of this internals here, which shouldn't take long, and then I'd like to get maybe this section of the station done, including the roof and these pillars and that sort of thing. So overall, pretty happy, but we'll continue on and spray on. As you can see, I'm cleaning the rails here. My intention was to clean the floor first, but quickly realised that if you spray the rails, you get a huge amount of overspray anyway, so you may as well clean the rails, because you'll get the track done as well as the flooring. So why wouldn't I just do both? And that's, well, as you can see, exactly what I'm doing here. And also spraying the floor. In fact, there you go, there's that track, that rail done. It was easy, and I got loads of the floor. There's a sort of almost added bonus there. So just cleaning from one side at this angle, as you can see, because that's giving me loads of overspray, and we're covering a lot of this in one go. So just spraying along there, moving along, and just making sure we get all of this track, and like I say, we get all of the overspray. It's a bit jerky there, I know, and I apologise. It's just because I'm pushing my back along there, and it's sort of, because of the angle, it just makes it sort of shake a little bit, so apologies for the thing is not ideal for watching. There you go. So yeah, overall, I'm fairly happy with how we've progressed, certainly with the last episode. The first episode, obviously, yeah, new stuff, so I was looking forward to that. Second episode, it really felt that it was like, hang on a second, this is going to take quite a while, and then we absolutely smashed it previously, so yeah, that was pretty good. And this one, like I said, we're going to try and get to at least, I would like to say 80%, but I don't know if we'll actually get that far or if we'll get any further, but yeah, we'll see how that one goes. So I'm just spraying along here. You can see obviously there's bits of flooring that I have to get because I missed it. I'm going to be coming back, spraying directly down with them, because I'm covering these angles. I'm getting lots of overspray, and I'm getting a lot of the dirt and grime, particularly the oil and such that you can see, of rust as well. I'm getting that removed from the track and from the ground at the same time, so I can, when I come back next, I can just literally spray this side. That is my intent. Hopefully, that is what will sort of prove to be a beneficial decision. With the money-wise, I'm not entirely sure what I want to spend it on. I know there's different gloves and things like that you can buy. I'm not really bothered too much about that. In fact, if it wasn't for me buying loads of extra things, like gloves and cosmetics and wearables and stuff, as well as like other pressure washer bits that I didn't need for other pressure washers, I would have been able to afford this pressure washer as soon as it was brought out, because we've obviously got all of these jobs completed to 100% 5 stars every single time, and we've been very sensible in the buying. I didn't buy the medium duty, I just went from the light duty to the heavy duty pressure washer because I thought it was a bit of a, although it would help us out, I thought it was a bit of a misstep to buy that other pressure washer, the medium one. I thought we just persevere and skip to the next one would be worth it, and indeed it was. But then spent loads of money because we had loads of money, spent loads of money on stuff we didn't need, and then they brought out this pressure washer because of course they did. We also have been quite reluctant at times and frugal on our use of cleaner. Although there has been times as well where I've used the cleaner in areas that we just really didn't need to use it. And then when I really did need a cleaner, and the rally car job springs to mind, I was obviously completely out of cleaner. So I had to use the very weak pressure washer we had at the time Actually, I don't think it was weak. I think it was still heavy duty, but it was still inadequate for the job. And we had to use that to clean as best we can. So yeah, got there in the end. Well, certainly the cleaner would have been the thing for the job at that time. So obviously I'm stuck into this wall, which makes it infinitely harder to clean than it should be. I mean, it could spray it from that side instead of going back over. It mechanically doesn't really do much else. But we'll probably have to come back to the other side anyway because there's huge sections that we're missing. And certainly the floor is extremely patchwork. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Oh, we actually got the rails done. Brilliant. Alright. That tunnel wall is done. What about that cable? That cable is also done. So what I'm going to do then, I'm going to once again turn back around, and the reason for that is because of the angle I've sprayed. You can see there's these little lines, like there, that I've obviously missed when we were spraying. So I'll just spray the side. It's because of the angle and the obstructions and such. But this should finish this off quite nicely. Probably slow the job down a little bit here by looking further down. Or moving forward and stopping and then moving the camera around and spraying this. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Tunnel floor is actually split there, isn't it? It is split there, yes. Under normal circumstances, normally I would finish that off. I'm just going to do it in one section just to mix it up a little bit. Already on 66% here. Excellent. I wouldn't forget some simultaneous things. Let's get these ones done. That's good there. I'm just going to clean this side. That. A bit of oil and grease there, so that'll take a little bit of extra attention. A bit of beverage first. Okay, so is that still dirty? It is! See that? Yeah, so that is what appears to be oil, I think. Alright. Yeah, that's oil. So this is where this pressure washer really, really comes into play. Okay. Because of the oil. That, to be removed by any other pressure washer, would take ages. I mean, it's still taking quite a while with this thing. And I'm going to assume, I mean, this is the professional duty pressure washer. I'm going to assume they're not going to get like a better one than this. It's the professional duty, unless they do like the extra professional duty, which I can't see happening. Then again, you never really know. So I don't know how it's weighted, in the sense that we only need to get a certain percentage cleaned in order for us to be awarded with a 100% clean. I say, yep, it's okay, that's done, that's fine, that is good enough. I don't know if it's based on square area, so square meter, square footage, whatever, or whether it's based on the type of dirt. So this oil slick here we're cleaning, does that per se square centimetre count as more dirt than that dirt? Answers on a postcard or in the comments mainly, that would be more helpful to me. So I don't know how much oil is going to be on this one. Obviously we've had it back previously, so I'm just going to absolutely belt through this. I didn't expect it to be this easy along here because, well, I did the rails, didn't I, on the other one. But taking that experience, bringing it to this here, doing the rails first has saved us a huge job. Is that dirt just in the same area as the other one? Is that just mirrored? It is highly possible. Does oil go over there, does it? That's oil. Don't know how it's gone over there. It's curious. There you go. Just edging that forward just to get the clean on. And done. Go up to here, where we've got this valley in it, but we can sit in that and spray and still get it clean, which is good. Profit there. This is where the oil comes back again. Just changing the angle of the front bit, cleaning. Just cleaning this dirt off, going back by pressing tab to see where that stain is left. Sometimes you can see it on the surfaces, sometimes not. This is obviously, it's like a shiny piece on this concrete, so it's actually not that obvious to see. And I'm feeling if we get this valley done anywhere, up to the end, it's just going to say, yep, you're done. Good enough. Although that probably puts a little kink in that assessment. The big sort of oil patch that we got going on there. And I think if I just do this, it'll get it done. Yeah, there you go. Work smart, not hard, and all that. Wrong. Working the razor. That's your preference. Work is certainly getting done here. 86%. 86%? Keep reading this backwards. 68%. Get this side done as well. There's almost nothing to do on that left-hand piece because of the overspray that we've had, and also because we were cutting in on this ledge, so there's very little to do there. You can see even with the 15-degree sprayer, the long extension with quite a long exposure time on that oil, whatever it happens to be, grease, whatever it is, I think it's oil. It still takes a while to clean, to get that off. This tunnel floor, again, we may get away with just spraying it like so. Yeah, I thought we might. Okay, brilliant. Let's go ahead and clean this wall then. Actually, 1 second. That's all clean. Yeah, I didn't clean this section. And we didn't clean that section. Okay, that's fine. I do want to stick with what I said about this area. I want to get this area clean. Spraying the ceiling here. One of the worst jobs there. And this graffiti. I'll stick with what I normally do, which is cutting in around surfaces. So along there. And along here. Get two passes there and you get the majority of what you need to get. Down. Don't think we need to go across, but we'll do that. Is that a decent pass? It was a decent pass. I'll do it. Back to this wall. End platform wall this is. That's good. Get this roof section done. Platform ceiling it is. Realistically, you would do everything above first, wouldn't you? Because anything that's going to drip down would drip onto the floor, because that's how gravity works. But you're probably fairly up on that. So yeah, you wouldn't clean the floor to then clean this, would you? Because then all of this horrible gunk and grunge and dirt would just dirty the floor that you've spent all that time making really pretty. Just gonna do this. The reason I'm doing the same first, apart from what I've just mentioned, for the reasons I just mentioned, quite frankly, it's because it's just not that fun. I want to just get it out of the way and get it done. We've got this centre of it as well to do. That'll probably be the last thing we do. Let's see what I'm just going to look at this side. We will get some overspray as well, which is good. Some free cleaning. And I think the lights and the clock, yeah, the lights and the clock we have cleaned previously. There's a tab there. Show dirt. I'm going to cut round this pillar here. We've got another pillar to look at as well. 70% though, which is good. Didn't anticipate that this early. Then I think we've got the system down now, really, haven't we? Cut around here as well as pillar. Done. Bit overspray, which I will utilise to my advantage on the other side. There it is there. Job done. Right. Back to here. Might as well do this bit of flooring while I'm on. I don't know where it breaks. The tactile bumps on there are separate, but I think this floor goes up to the middle. It can't be, it'll go up to about... No, it can go up to the middle. I wonder if there's like a speedrunner's guide. There's a speedrunner's guide for most things in games, so I would assume so for this. Like, where is the best thing to start? And what's the best thing to have, etc. What's the least number of actions to achieve the most cleaning in the least amount of time? And I'm sure someone's got a speedrun record for it, even if it's just an unofficial one. That's a speedrunning collaborative process. Someone will see what someone's done and take that and then add on into it, find different ways of doing it. Seems to be sort of counterintuitive to the game though, which is about just chill cleaning. I don't think of speedrunning as necessarily a relaxing experience. And again, I guess it could be, depending on your disposition. This staircase wall is obviously very dirty, with lots of graffiti. But you can see there's bits that I've missed on the right hand side. I've pressed tab, you can see the little bits. I'm not concerned, because once we get this done, it might even be a complete, shall we see, feels like it's just going to be off. Nope, it was just in. That's what we want. Right, might as well get this column done. Around the column. rust on there. There was rust on there. And still is rust on there. They haven't got it all done. I was going to say, is that dirt? It can't be. It is not dirt. It was just overspray of water. Which makes the surface wet. It looks a bit different. That's fine. So we'll get this floor done. Up to 73%. Which is excellent. We'll get this floor done, we'll get the columns done. Although, the way I'm cleaning it there, maybe we won't. Maybe sweeping left and right is the way forward. No, I don't think so. I think the way we had it was perfectly acceptable. Might as well clean around the columns like that. Although, as I said, we should probably clean the top down if we're doing it more accurately. We're not concerned too much about that. Or at all, even. For all purposes, sure. I don't think we need to lose any sleep over it. Which I'm guessing why most people watch these videos. Genuinely had those comments. Not offended by them, I can understand. There's that air vent. Just to the column. And there won't be many columns left. Well, just the ones on the other side, really, isn't it? I might even tackle a bit of the roof. This one does seem to be quite graffitied. Yeah, the roof is really in need of some sort of cleaning. Which we'll have a look at shortly. Columns done. Right, just the tactile bumps, which should be done any second. Apparently these tactile bumps have not been done. Now they have been done. And this floor. Which is now done. And we just got a little bit of cleaning there to do. Right, brilliant, that's done as well. Okay, I think it's time I had a look at that place. So we're going to go up here, and then up here, and I can clean this top bit. Beverage action. On the other side. I don't know if we would be able to clean the others. No, we wouldn't. We wouldn't. Let's just not even think about that. It's just not going to happen. We certainly can clean this archway from this side, which is good. And obviously that's going to provide us with overspray to the other side as well. Like that. And if I pick up that ladder and put it, where would be best? Here. What I can do is spray that side. Obviously I need to get the uplight as well as this edge, and then I'll spray this side as well. I know we're a little bit further away than the other one, but Still getting overspray. And it'll hit the other wall. Or the bit of roof, should I say. Done. That's nice. Just the light. And I guess I'll go ahead and get that done. Back jump, forward jump, land on the box, crouch, and oh yeah, that's better. Ah, it's only better though as we closer to the bottom. As we work our way around though, it's going to be harder because it becomes more of a circular shape as we are now looking further up, just because of the nature of how we're doing this. So maybe we'll just have to use the anything just looking up is just infinitely more difficult. It's okay, we'll manage it. This main ceiling, which is split into two. Go up. Here. It's probably easier from down the bottom, to be honest. I'm just looking up and spraying. I think that's what we did previously. But we're here now, and we'll get it done. Fall off the box. Not much chance of that. It's that light done as well. And I fell off the box, but also managed to clean what I wanted to clean, so every cloud and all that. Right, we'll go for this archway. This archway I can probably also utilise these very dirty benches. But that dirt and grime is just added grippiness, just added traction for us, you see. There we go. There's that sprayed. What I'll do is pick up that and position it here. To clean opposite. And I might as well do this while I'm here. It's all going to have to be done anyway. Some sort of sad face that's been graffitied on. We will remove that. The majority of that is now clean. Go back over there. The archway. The archway done. Spraying on the other side. And on the light. So light done. Oh, it's not. Is the light done? It's not the uplight done. But if I put that there, then that's the uplight done. Yeah, it does not take much cleaning. 77%. Really does feel like we've got the bulk of this done now, and statistically we have. But just from a... Why not? Just the angle. Let's switch over to a 0-degree nozzle. Old school. Old school cleaning. Do you want to clean in any range? Get the nozzle activated. Yeah, you really can clean a lot with that one. Range. We haven't got the Spiralizer 9 million though. And that was actually genuinely useful at times. I mean, it felt like you had no control of the darn thing, but hey, it functioned, right? There were some things that you wanted that randomness to get into an area where you're trying to spray, like you say, oh, you think the dirt's in that corner, but actually it wasn't, it was elsewhere. So that randomness would sometimes pick up and get in places where you wouldn't be pointing directly. So it did certainly have its uses. If I just go to this side, I'll just pick up a couple of the random bits there. In that corner, yeah, that's fine. And then one last roof surface. And light. Spray this. Spray it for a different angle. We'll get. There's something going on there, so we'll get it. Side as well. Just again pressing tab just to make sure that we've got the bulk of it. That's that line done. And we'll get this one here. I think we'll also get the dirt underneath the archway to the entrance done as well. That would be some benefit. Ceiling. I don't know how far underground we are, because it just goes up to darkness. And there's that. I just want to get under here done. Actually, I might as well get the entranceway done as well. Does that mean main ceiling support? So the way to do lattice work is to attack it from two angles, I find. So we're going to attack it from, say, the left, and we're doing this, working up and down, round. This is metal, so it may have some rust spots. You may have to come back to it. But we are attacking it from essentially a 45-degree angle from one side. So that's done. A little spray the other way, just to make sure we've got, say, a fair bit clean. And then you come to the other side, and then you can see all of the bits that we've missed, which now should just be a quick job. Spraying from the other side. There's one of the gates done, and there's the other gate done. Very simple, and that is job done. Right, we are going to leave it there, I think. We're on 79%, 21 to go. All this is done. All this is done. We've got like these rails and such that, I mean, we'll have to do what we did before, which is just spray on one side like that, and then work our way along. That'll clean the majority of the floor as well. But I am taking my time when I'm spraying too. Just like spray on that side as well. You see, I'm only leaving like a tiny bit to clean anyway, but then the overspray is going on. This side, I just realised it seems to have a lot of mould and mildew, whereas the other side was oil. Maybe that was a deliberate thing. The subway remained closed for another 30 years until community funding allowed for its renovation. We've got 80% before stars there. Okay. Just while I'm nattering away doing this, we've got some more stars. It ran until 1984, when the main tunnel's extensive reopening finally failed, thankfully in the dead of night. Okay. So that failed, did it? I wonder why. Cutbacks, failed maintenance, lack of spare parts, lack of any sort of maintenance, shoddy original building, corners being cut. Who knows? Don't know if we'll ever find out. But there you go. Because we're almost there with this track, I am gonna dedicate a bit of time to cleaning said track from this side. Like that, and then go from the other side as well. So I think that's where a lot of it is. Right, so we've got to 80%. 20 more percent to go. The bulk of the work naturally is in this tunnel, but I don't anticipate it being much of a problem. We'll get that done. We'll get the majority of this stuff around here done, and then it means that, yeah, the final thing to do is most likely get the... It'll be the final touches, won't it? It'll be like there's something somewhere that's on, say, 98% clean, and you can do that by accessing the tablet that you have on your person. But we're not going to save that for, let's say, a future us to see what it's like. A bit of a surprise there. Anyway, I'm going to stop before I finish cleaning this thing. We're on 81%, 19 to go. As always, hope you have enjoyed this episode and the series so far. Comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.